The LaTeX templates that are responsible for formatting the PDF output lives in the templates folder. If we open that up and have a look at template.text, then we can see the Oxford Thesis template that's really main responsible for creating the output for when we output to PDF. And if we scroll through this, then we can start to get a little bit of an understanding of how this is actually happening under the hood. So if we start from the end, then this place where we see $body $, what that means is that when we click the build tab or make a Git book or something like that, then again, first all of the RMarkdown files are going to be merged together into one big RMarkdown file. And in that massive RMarkdown document, all of the content after the initial YAML header are going to be plugged in right here. So all of your chapters, all of the sort of the body text is going to be plugged in right here, because that's what's going to happen when Pandoc, which is the library that creates the output in the end, when that sees this, then it's going to be plugging that stuff in from your RMarkdown document. All of the other places where you see stuff surrounded by $signs, it's going to be plugging in stuff from the YAML header in index.rmd. So if we have a look here, for example, in \title, that's where this LaTeX template wants the title of your document plugged in. And here it says $title, which means that it's going to look in the index.rmd file, and it's going to look for the title here, and it's going to be plugging that in. So we can see that if I change this to something else, like amazing test title, right? If I save that and then build and create a PDF, then what we should hopefully see is that the title is no longer the title from our index.rmd file, but it is instead just amazing test title. Yes, it absolutely works. I could also just point to another variable in the in the YAML header that maybe doesn't even exist. So let's say that test title that okay. Then if I go to index.rmd here and I write test title and I write greatest title ever. There we go. Okay, good. If I save that now and build a PDF, then we'll see that now it's going to have a look in the index.rmd file in the YAML header for a variable called test title, which now exists like this, and it's going to plug that in to that place in the. Actually, this is a much better title. Anyway, great. Let's just delete this again. Let's set this back. So that's kind of what's going on underneath the hood. This also means that if there are particular more finicky things that you need to customize when you need to do the final touches to the thesis, you might have to play around with some things directly in this LaTeX template. Or you might dig down one layer further, and you might want to set some things inside the OSIM thesis class, which really sets the even more sort of granular options that are relied on by the OSIM, or sort of by the Oxford Thesis template. So things like specific spacing and paragraph length and so on might be set in here. So that's how things work under the hood.